This is IGN. Excellent writing and exceptional characters make this a worthy sequel to the 2015 original. This is your IGN review of Life is Strange Double Exposure by Nick Maillet. It's been a long time since I've played a game that stuck with me in the way that 2015's Life is Strange has. Its ability to tell a unique coming-of-age story about a rebellious but often shy teen without coming off preachy or overstaying its welcome was refreshing and had me thinking about it long after I discovered everything I could within the confines of Arcadia Bay. While the series has had a few sequels, prequels, and side stories since, none of them seem to recapture the magic of those first 5 episodes for me. Until now. Life is Strange Double Exposure not only lives up to the sky-high standards set by the original, but also manages to take it in a fresh new direction and improve on nearly every aspect from the previous games. It was great to revisit Max Caulfield 10 years after the events of Life is Strange. Even though Max is well into her 20s now, she's still very much the same character she was the last time we saw her. She'll overanalyze her surroundings, make awkward jokes to herself, and, most importantly, take way too many pictures. But with her transition to adulthood comes a whole new set of issues she needs to deal with. Instead of worrying about fitting in and trying to impress everyone she met in Blackwell Academy, she's now a grad student and has to act as an authority figure herself. There are moments where she's clearly coming to terms with the fact that she's no longer young, such as when she questions some of the cringeworthy things she said in the original game, or reminisces about when she was an undergrad and had to cram in as much studying and caffeine as possible before finals. It was the little moments like this that stuck with me and really helped make this new chapter in Max's story even more relatable. As you'd expect in a Life is Strange game, you'll need to make some tough decisions. Even though there are only a handful of major choices in each of the 5 chapters, and not all of them will dramatically affect the overall outcome, they do all have consequences because characters will remember how you treat them and act accordingly, to a degree that previous games never managed to nail down. This time, conversations felt like I was talking to an actual person instead of playing a game of guessing the correct answer. Without getting too heavy into spoiler territory here, Double Exposure's mystery is one full of twists and turns that definitely kept me guessing until I reached the finale. Puzzles this time around greatly benefit from Max's abilities too. I never found myself getting frustrated or lost, and I'm happy to say there were never any sections where I had to dodge a train or perform any sort of frustrating QuickTime events. Her new abilities instead allow for a slower pace, where I needed to use deductive reasoning and explore both realities in order to find a clue or spy on somebody. Need to find something for someone in the living world? It's probably nearby in the dead world. Need to sneak around an active murder investigation in the dead world? Just hop over to the living world and walk past where the guards are standing by, then hop back. It's not wildly complex stuff, but the way Double Exposure utilizes Max's powers not only to help you find clues and explore, but also to show how the world around you evolves in 2 separate paths at the same time, makes this one of the more interesting uses of a multiverse in gaming. Double Exposure also features some of the best original music I've heard in a video game all year. The soundtrack not only perfectly captures the emotions of each scene, but also helps to amplify the tone of the world, making it feel even more alive or dead depending on which reality you're in. The same can be said about the color grading and cinematography. The series is known for its cinematic look, and Double Exposure is no exception thanks to its rich color palette and smart camera work. Vista shots, snap zooms, and following focus on characters are all artfully executed in a way that would feel at home in a feature film. After several attempts to recapture what made the original Life is Strange so enduring, developer Deck 9 Games really knocked it out of the park with Life is Strange Double Exposure. This is a worthy sequel to a game that captured the hearts and minds of millions of people way back in 2015, myself included. The writing is great, the music is excellent, the cinematography and acting are top-notch, and Max's new powers are a fun and intuitive fit for its murder mystery structure. Life is Strange Double Exposure's IGN score? 9 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Life is Strange Double Exposure updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.